This is Reverend Ben again from Faith Baptist Church in Anchor, South Carolina. Just wanted to say that, we've been gone for a while, offline. Basically what happened was after it seemed like COVID was breaking up a little bit around here, we ended up going back to church services. But a young man got a hold of me this past week and said, hey, do you do an online service? Because I'd really rather watch it from home. And I said, well, I don't. And I stopped doing my Bible studies. We started that up and then kind of fell off because, like I said, going back to church again. But he said that he'd rather be able to watch it online, which is a good idea. Once again, that's kind of where we've been going for a while. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and kick up some videos. So where we're at right now is we're doing a 3-part study on personality types. If you've been in any of my classes at college or in high school, basically what has happened is there's some science out there that has broken up personalities in 16 different types. Well, that's what we're going to be going over today is the 16 types God has built within humanity. And those personalities are starkly different between one another. So basically I'm going to break that down for you today. There's a couple websites you can go to. I would advise you to go to both of them. humanmetrics.com and 16personalities.com. Two very good sites. Both are built off of the Carl Jung and Isabel Briggs-Myers tests. It is a 4-letter indicator, which we're going to break down here in just a minute. You take a really quick test on either of the websites, and basically what it does is it shows you your most likely type. As long as you're honest on the test, it will basically give you your personality types from birth to death. It does fluctuate in some of the areas a little bit as you grow in life and as you change based on situations, but for the most part, it's who you are. Now we're going to go into a little bit of God's plan on the third part. Like I said, this is a 3-part study on this, and this first part is just to kind of get you caught up to speed a little bit, okay? So as we go on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this up here. Hopefully you can see this. So there are 4 basic dichotomies. A dichotomy is basically 2 polarized spots or placements in your personality. So the first one is I or E. Okay, so I and E. What that means is extroverted or introverted. So, if you're introverted, basically what that means is, for easy way of putting an example, is you get most of your energy, your spunk of life out of times like where you can actually sit and reflect on something. Reading a book, gazing at stars, doing a study, doing an analysis, going through bookwork. That is kind of your best place to be. You actually function and work really well in those types of environments. Extroverted means basically you gain most of your energy and your inspiration from being able to be in large groups of people. You actually thrive and feed off other people's energy. One is not better than the other. It's just different. But that's where you begin to get your energy from. The next one we're going to be going off of is S and N. So this is sensing and intuition. Basically what this means is that the dichotomy that you gravitate toward most is either the sensing aspect, your 5 senses, okay, the 5 senses, which is going to be seeing, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Okay, that's where your 5 senses are. And you're going to gravitate towards that one more than intuition, or this way here, you're going to gravitate toward intuition. Intuition means that basically you're sitting in situations and you're looking at them and you're not focused on how your sensory receptors are breaking it down, but off of your intuition, meaning internally. So basically you're running off of your own internal intuition. Okay, that's the difference there. So the next one is F, T. So this one's feeling, okay? And basically that's saying that you, once again, you break down information based off how you feel about it. Your feelings towards something, feelings towards someone, sentiment, empathy, sympathy, those types of things. Thinking is more your rational logic type of focus. So basically I'm looking at something and I'm saying, what am I thinking and processing this? How does this going to flow out? Not necessarily how I feel about it, but more how the roots of it, the concrete, the facts, and all of that stuff. Because sometimes facts, some feeling people don't like facts. It's just it's just a dichotomy. Once again, that's all we're doing is we're analyzing the dichotomies. Okay, and finally, P and J. Perceiving, perceiving is going off of a lot of, I make decisions based off of what I perceive in a specific situation. So I can change my, let's say, best way of looking at it, I can change my feelings on morality based on what I see in a situation. Situational ethics type of thing would be based off of perceiving. It's going to change based off what I feel about today. Judging is, I have a real stern, strong understanding of how this works. It's either yes or it's no. It's black, it's white. It's, it's the law, so to speak. Does gravity exist? Yes, absolutely. Everywhere you go on Earth, gravity exists. Can you defy it? That's not relevant. What we're talking about is, does it exist? And this mindset here says gravity exists. Now, we can create science and defy it somewhat, but trust me, it's going to always exist here on Earth. So basically, that's where you're at. So if you go to the website, 16personalities.com or humanmetrics.com, you'll be able to figure out where you fall on this. And like I said, there's a variation of these dichotomies, and it turns out to be 16 personality types. That's what we're talking about today. So go to one of the websites, take that test, and see what you are today. All right? And meet us back here for video number 2 as we talk a little bit more about personality types in the world today. Thank you and God bless.